Imagine waking up in the year 2126 and realizing the world isn't run by countries anymore. It's run by cities, and two of them sit at the top: New York and Miami. Both powerful, both global, both insanely wealthy. But they couldn't be more different. One controls the system, the other moves the money. Let's start with New York. In 100 years' time, New York isn't just a city, it's a command center. Think less Wall Street, more global brain. Finance still exists, sure, but it's fused with AI, biotech, cybersecurity, and media. All of them operating as one giant interconnected machine. This is where decisions are made, not just business decisions, global ones. The city itself reflects that. Taller, denser, smarter. Entire communities stacked inside megastructures. Infrastructure that thinks in real time. Transport that runs itself. It doesn't feel like a place you live. It feels like a system you plug into. And if you're connected, you're in the game. But here's the catch. In 2126, it is clear that New York never solves its biggest problem: inequality. Wealth and struggle exist side by side. Same buildings, same streets, constant tension. The city tries to balance it, but the question never disappears: who actually gets to thrive here? Still, New York dominates where it always has: culture. Ideas start here. Trends are born here. What happens in New York still spreads across the world. Now, let's focus on Miami. Completely different story. Miami in 2126 isn't a system, it's a magnet. Money doesn't just exist here, it flows through here. From Latin America, North America, Asia, and Europe, everywhere. Investors, entrepreneurs, global elites, they all pass through Miami at some point. Over time, it stops feeling like a US city. It feels more like a global city-state. Think Monaco, think Dubai, but with this wild American Latin energy. Miami becomes the unofficial capital of the Americas, not politically, but economically and culturally. Walk through it and you feel the difference instantly. Languages blend, cultures overlap, everything feels fluid. But under that energy, a sharp divide. Miami is tiered. At the top, ultra-wealthy enclaves, private towers, high security, exclusive everything. In the middle, the white-collar professionals keep the machine running. At the bottom is the working-class workforce, who are pushed further and further out. Unlike New York's compressed tension, Miami spreads inequality outwards. Different worlds, loosely connected. That's because Miami isn't built to produce power. It's built to attract it. Everything revolves around perception. Lifestyle is currency. Image is strategy. The economy runs on experience, just as much as trade or finance. At the same time, it becomes a logistics giant. Ports, shipping, AI-driven supply chains, it's one of the most important gateways in the Western Hemisphere. And it never stops changing. That's its advantage. So what's the real difference? It's simple. New York builds systems. Miami attracts movement. New York is depth, institutions, networks, control. Miami is flow, capital, people, energy. In New York, power comes from structure. In Miami, power comes from speed. Even culturally, they split. New York creates it. Miami spreads it. And here's the twist. By 2126, they're not rivals, they're partners. New York is the brain. Miami is the gateway. One designs the system. The other moves it across an entire hemisphere. And if you dropped into that world 100 years from now, you'd still recognize both cities instantly. New York is denser, more intense. Miami is richer, louder, more global. Because the future doesn't change what cities are, it amplifies them. And in this case, it turns New York and Miami into two completely different kinds of power that sit at the very top of the world. If you enjoyed this, you'll love our next video. Stay tuned.